Since childhood, we are always taught the importance of saving money. In this video, we will talk about why you should not save money. Hey guys, my name is Jay and welcome to the first episode of Money Matters, a series of videos where I discuss my relationship with money. And in this video, we are going to talk about why you should not save money. Many times in life, I see myself spending times on things which I absolutely hate. For example, driving or riding to work every single day for 2 hours, going to the grocery store every week to buy my groceries, cooking home cooked food for myself every single day. It is not that I hate these things. I absolutely love cooking a meal for myself once in a while. But doing it on a daily basis is something which I don't like. So in an ideal world, I would want to spend time on things which I love rather than on things which I hate. So what's the big deal in this? Just spend some money and get someone else to do the work which you don't like, right? This is where I get caught because the concept of saving money is deeply ingrained in me. For example, a 1-hour Uber ride during peak hours to work cost me about 400 rupees. So a round trip cost me somewhere around 800 rupees. Personally, I find it expensive to spend 800 rupees on a daily basis on Uber. So guess what? I ride my bike to work every single day. This exact dilemma happens not just in deciding my mode of transport, but subconsciously it happens for every single purchase decision which I make. In this video, I will share a solution to this problem which I found on Joe Rogan's podcast when he is talking to Naval Ravikant, and it completely blew my mind away. Naval is an Indian-American investor and the founder of AngelList. He has been an early investor in some of the iconic startups like Uber, Twitter, Stack Overflow, etc. and is a multi-millionaire. In this talk, Naval shares a very interesting method of valuing your time and bases that taking decisions of whether you want to spend your money or not. It's a simple two-step process. Step 1 is set a high aspirational hourly rate for yourself. It should seem and feel absurdly high. If it's not, then it's not high enough. Step 2 is, now if outsourcing a certain task is lesser than your hourly rate, outsource it. And if fixing a problem is saving you lesser than your hourly rate, ignore it. Now let's do a quick check by applying this principle to the Uber problem which I just shared. Step 1 is set a high aspirational hourly rate for yourself. Now let's assume my day job pays me about 1000 rupees per hour of productive work which I do. Let's double this rate. It's not an aspirational rate, but for this example, let's just double it. Step 2, let's take the Uber example we talked about earlier. So if you remember, my Uber journey is costing me somewhere around 800 rupees for a 2-hour journey. So as an alternative, I ride my bike to work, and that cost me about 2 hours worth of effort and a ton of dust in my lungs. Now leaving the dust and the fuel aside, as per my aspirational hourly rate for 2 hours of effort, this trip has costed me about 4000 rupees. 4000 versus 800. Damn, I thought I was good with money. Basically, outsourcing the task of riding or driving to work every single day is far more cost efficient than doing it yourself. After I did this math, I realized the amount of foolish decisions which I've been making till now. So reiterating what Naval says, set and enforce an aspirational hourly rate. If fixing a problem will save less than your hourly rate, ignore it. If outsourcing a task will cost less than your hourly rate, outsource it. I call this Naval's principle of spending money and not time. Now a friend of mine asked me a very interesting question. What do you do after saving your time? Sleep more, watch Netflix. Well, the answer is that it depends on your personal goal. My personal goal is wealth creation. So whatever time I save by using this principle, I spend that time in achieving my goal. Now, this same goal can be different for different people. For example, someone would want to learn music, or someone would want to spend extra time with their kids. On the flip side of it, things to not consider under this principle are the things which we absolutely love or hold very dear to our lives. For example, spending time with families, having a chat with a friend, or just learning a new skill set. It is the repetitive tasks which you don't like where you can apply this principle. So I basically tried to apply Naval's principle of spending money and not time on certain other aspects of my life, and the results were profound. Point number 1, stop cooking meals for myself. I've hired a cook for myself. Point number 2, stop driving or riding. I always take Uber. Point number 3, stop going to the grocery store to buy vegetables. Order it on Big Basket. Point number 4, stop going through the hassle of trying to DIY fix things in your house. Just call people from urban company. It's like the Uber for handyman services. Point number 5 is a game changer. Stop wasting time to save a few ₹100 by comparing the same product on different e-commerce websites. Full disclosure, I used to do that. And it's not that I've completely stopped it, but now the difference is that I actively think about the time I'm wasting there and also think that is it worth the effort. So on the whole, the concept of saving money is very important. But having the perspective of when to spend it and when to save it is crucial. Naval's principle of spend money and not time helps us get this perspective and evaluate our decisions better. Hopefully, you spent your time well watching this video and learned something new. If you found it valuable, consider subscribing to my channel for more such content. Pro tip for you guys, watch the podcast of Joe Rogan with Naval Ravikant. It has some absolutely mind-blowing insights and the best utilization of 2 hours of your time. I'll link it in the description. Thanks for watching.